videos? None of you know what's going on in the class? Amir, you also don't know what's going on in the class? Respond, I'm asking something. You're not able to hear me, Amir?
Yes, ma'am. I was absent in the last class.
Both of you were absent in the last class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's just wait 5 more minutes for the students to join and then we'll start the class. All right, students, please switch on your videos. Let's start today's class. So today we will, like as we were doing the endocrine system, so we will continue with that. Now, Inan, also you please switch on your video.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
So in the previous class, I believe we have completed till the pancreas, right? Which is a mixed gland. Now it is a leaf-like gland which works like an endocrine gland as well as it works like an exocrine gland. Now, when we talk about the exocrinal secretion of the pancreas, it is responsible for secreting certain enzymes that are helpful in the digestion process. Whereas when we talk about the endocrine function of this particular pancreas, it secretes two hormones, that is insulin and glucagon, with the help of which the glucose level in our blood gets regulated. Insulin is responsible for lowering the glucose level or the blood sugar level, whereas the glucagon is responsible for increasing the blood sugar level. Now, in case the, you can say, the particular insulin is not being synthesized enough, so in that case, the person's blood will have persistent high sugar or high glucose in it, which is an indicative of the disease that is called as diabetes mellitus. Inan, can you tell me what was the last endocrine gland you wrote?
One sec. Ma'am, hindbrain and its three parts was the last thing I wrote.
You were also absent in the previous class.
I was absent for 3 weeks, ma'am. Yeah, 3 classes.
Should start from the beginning if all of you were absent. Okay, serious thing, students, that there are, what is a gland? See, glands are those organs that are responsible for releasing certain chemicals that are very helpful for the coordination purpose of our body. Now, depending upon how their secretions are released, the gland, they are of two types. The first kind is the endocrine gland and the second is the exocrine gland. Now, when we talk about the exocrine gland, so these are the glands that have a duct associated with them, which helps them to, you can say, like whatever secretions are released from the exocrine gland, they are sent to the area or to the organ where they have to act with the help of a duct, sort of like a pipeline. And the secretion of the exocrine glands, it is called as the enzymes. Okay, the secretion of exocrine gland is an enzyme. Now, furthermore, when we talk about the endocrine gland, so these are just the opposite. They are the ductless gland, meaning they do not have any duct present in them. So whatever is the secretion, they are directly released into the bloodstream. Now, when we talk about the secretion of the endocrine gland, so the secretion of the endocrine gland, they are known as hormones. Okay, so hormones are released directly into our bloodstream, and with the help of the blood flow, it reaches the different organs of our body. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No.
Now talking about what hormones are. So when we talk about it, so the secretion of the endocrine gland is called as hormones. And these hormones, they are the non-nutrient chemicals. Okay, non-nutrient means they are not involved in the nutritional aspect. They do not provide us with any energy, just like how absorption of the food does. So it's like not involved in that, but they are responsible for the coordinating purpose to perform variety of actions that take place in our body. So now in this chapter, the one that we are going to study is the endocrine gland. So now see, this picture represents where the different types of endocrine glands are present in our body. So there is the pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, thymus, pancreas, adrenal gland, kidneys, and testes and ovaries, which are collectively called as gonads. So all of these pictures or the labelings that you see in the diagram, these are the labelings of the various endocrine glands that are found in our body. Now, each of these glands have their own unique function. They have their own unique secretion, because of which they help us in coordinating all of the activities that we go about day to day. Now, here is a close-up picture of each of the endocrine gland. So, here on the top, you have pituitary, then pineal gland, then there is the testicle, ovary in the case of females, testicle in the case of males. Then there's pancreas, thyroid, thymus, and on top of the kidney, there is this gland, which is called as the adrenal gland. Okay, so these are the different types of endocrine glands that are there. Now we have to study the functioning of each of these endocrine glands one by one. So this is a list of the examples of the different endocrine glands that are there. There's pituitary, thyroid, pineal, thymus, adrenal, pancreas, testes, and ovaries. Now the first endocrine gland is called as pituitary gland. Now pituitary gland is the one which is a pea-sized gland, and where is it present? So it is located at the base of the brain. Now the name that this particular gland has is master gland. Why is it the master gland? Because all the other glands that are there, they are under the influence of the pituitary. Meaning if the pituitary gland will not be there, then the other glands will not be able to function at all. So always remember that the pituitary gland, it is the master gland. Why? Because all the others, the endocrine glands, they are basically under the control of this particular master gland. Now further, the hormone which is released by the pituitary gland is called as the growth hormone. Okay, now we grow in height because of the presence of this growth hormone only. Now, one thing, see, if the hormone is being secreted much more than it is needed, or if the hormone is being secreted much less than required, so in both of the case, the person is going to suffer, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So one case where it is being secreted much more than it is required, that case is called as over secretion. And when it is being secreted less, then that case is called as under secretion. Now, both of these cases, it is going to lead to the disease. So when we talk about the growth hormone being under secreted means it is secreted much less than it is required. Then it would lead to the disease called as dwarfism. The person will not grow in height. Instead, the person will stay just like a dwarf. Second situation is the over secretion of the growth hormone. Now, over secretion means it will be secreted much more than it is required, meaning excessively. So, this growth hormone being secreted excessively, like this has two conditions. If it is over secreted in the children, then that will lead to the disease gigantism. That person will become exceptionally tall. Whereas if this particular hormone is being secreted, like over secreted after the puberty has been hit, meaning after the age of puberty, then that's not going to lead to gigantism. Instead, it is going to lead to acromegaly. Now, this disease is like not the person growing entirely huge. Instead, in the acromegaly disease, what happens is that some body parts grow a lot and the others don't. So, pituitary gland, its secretions, and the disease associated are clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? All right, now you people note down till pituitary gland, then we'll move on and talk about the next gland. So you start from the glands.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, done, ma'am.
Done now.
Everyone's done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm done.
Everyone's done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I go down?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm done.
Everyone's done till here?
Yes,
Hmm?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let us move on to the next endocrine gland, that is the thyroid gland. Now this gland, in terms of its shape, it is a butterfly shaped gland. You see it in the picture, and it is located in the throat region. So somewhat it has a similarity to a butterfly. That is why they've said that it is a butterfly shaped gland. Now where is it located? It is located in our throat area, and the hormone which is secreted by the thyroid gland is called as thyroxine. Now, this thyroxine hormone, the most important function that it does is that it regulates the metabolism of our body. The proper, like every metabolic activity and the metabolism of our body, it is regulated by the thyroxine hormone. But when we talk about the thyroxine hormone, there is one thing that you people should know, that the for the proper synthesis of the thyroxine hormone, iodine is very, very important in the diet. And students, can you tell me where do we get the iodine in our diet from?
Salt.
Salt.
Very good. Salt, right? The table salt. So for the proper synthesis, for the proper secretion of the thyroxine hormone, iodine is extremely important. Now let's just say there's a person that has deficiency of iodine. So naturally, the thyroxine hormone will not be synthesized enough and it will not be secreted enough. So in this case, it leads to the disease called as goiter, wherein the whole entire neck region swells up a lot. And then the pancreas that I already told you about, how it is a endocrine as well as it is an exocrine. So you call it as a mixed gland. So when we talk about the pancreas, so it is a leaf-like gland, and this is responsible for secreting two types of things. One, it secretes the enzyme that are helpful in the digestion process, and the other, it secretes the hormone, insulin and glucagon. So pancreas part is clear. Shall I talk about it more?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now see, when we talk about the insulin, always remember insulin and glucagon, they work against each other. So if insulin is lowering the sugar level in the blood, glucagon will increase the sugar level in the blood. So we say that they are antagonistic to each other. Antagonistic means they are against each other. And as an exocrine gland, when it is secreting enzymes, then it secretes proteins and lipids and carbohydrate degrading enzymes, so that it will help in the process of this thing, digestion. Okay, now when a person doesn't have enough insulin, so in that case, it leads to the diabetes mellitus disease, wherein a person has really high blood sugar level. So this was about the pancreas, right, which is a mixed gland. Now the next gland is the adrenal gland. So adrenal glands are those, like they occur in a pair, meaning there are two adrenal glands in our body. And where are they situated? They are situated right on top of each of the kidney. Now they have this property that when a person is born, at that time, a proper functioning best adrenal gland is there. But when the person would start, you can say, increasing with age, the adrenal gland will decrease in size. Now, what does it do? It secretes the hormone called as adrenaline. Now, this adrenaline hormone, it is going to give us that boost of energy, which is going to help us to fight and to fright. Okay, like to fight and to flight, meaning it will help us to perform enhanced activities. Like you might have noticed, when you're scared, you run faster. When you're scared, you defend yourself faster. So what does it do? The adrenaline, which is released by the adrenal gland, it acts basically on the heart, and then it makes the heart beat faster, so that more and more oxygen could be applied to throughout the body, and thereby the person will basically, you can say, like do normal physiological activities. So that is the case in the case of adrenal gland. Do people understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any doubts in any of the endocrine glands that we have discussed?
Ma'am, can you explain metabolism and insulin?
Insulin. See, insulin is that hormone, like in our body, whenever we eat some carbohydrates, whenever we eat sugar, so there's blood sugar, meaning there is a component of the blood. Now, that is like only a said amount is allowed, but beyond that, it could be very, very detrimental. A person can even die out of high blood sugar. So when the person's pancreas as an endocrine gland is not releasing enough insulin and glucagon, in that case, the person may have diabetes mellitus. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now you people note down.
Done, ma'am.
Everyone's done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Everyone's done till here?
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, students?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Ma'am.
Yes, Sinan, done? Or- Okay, any doubt?